Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. No more jazz in that one. I should have done the jazz one again. Fuck. No, let me put the pin down. No, I do need it. Hold on. I'm going to click it out and begin. What's up, guys? Welcome to Some Gaming Podcast.
The most professional podcast.
The most professional fucking podcast ever. Where apparently, once a week, what we're supposed to do is release a podcast about video games and junk and stuff. That's what we are. We're another stupid fucking podcast about video games.
Stupid.
Stupid. I'm Adam. Chad's Chad. Cool.
Yep.
Yep. Way to go, Chad.
It sounded like you were going to go somewhere with that.
No, I don't know. I thought it was going to be like, I'm Adam. I'm Chad. And together we are Voltron.
I was going to do that.
Something stupid. So,
we were on the same page there, and then you just ruined it.
No, we weren't. I was on a Kindle, and you were in the
Nook.
Bible.
I was on a Nook.
Let's do something. So, what have you been up to?
I have been playing Cities Skylines.
Oh, you finally got it?
Yeah.
All right.
I like that game.
All right. This is going to be an hour podcast about that, apparently.
That and Euro Truck Simulator. So what we need,
No,
really,
shut the fuck
is
up.
we need to combine Cities Skylines with fucking Euro Truck Simulator so that I can design the roads on which I will drive my trucks.
And then drive them.
Yeah, with my truck.
You know what you should do? You should get a degree in game design, and then you can just do that without the...
No, that sounds too hard.
Hold on. Okay.
Nah.
That was too hard. Probably.
Yeah.
I should I guess that joke's only relevant if you know that that's what you're going to school for.
Yeah.
And also if it was a joke.
And also if it was funny.
Yeah, exactly. So, did it live up to your expectations?
Yeah, it's great.
Fun with it?
Like, I can follow the people around like SimCity promised it could, and then...
I can follow people around.
Yeah, it's
so
great. Yeah. And then I can follow them home, and then when their house goes on fire and they die, I can follow the hearse that goes and picks them up and takes them to the graveyard. And I'm not even joking. That can happen.
Oh, man.
And I can follow garbage trucks around.
Am I just in a cruel version of this game? Because I feel like something is always following me around doing horrible things to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I think you might just be in The Sims. And you have somebody that just keeps fucking your life up.
I wish, because I really need that wall right there gone.
No, what's going to happen is they're going to put a wall into your kitchen, so you can't get to anything. But then they're also going to...
I'm fine with being stuck in the kitchen.
But
completely fine with it.
You can't get into your kitchen, and then they'll take out all your doors, and then they'll delete your toilet.
I don't want to leave the house.
And they'll delete your toilet.
Do I still have windows?
Nope.
Oh, well, fuck.
No, it'd be great. Just glass wall into your
I'm trying
kitchen.
to mash it down the shower drain then.
They'll just do a glass wall into your kitchen so you can see all the food, but you can't eat it. You know, the scratch on the glass.
I picture. I need to put a sound effect of the like rubbing window. Yeah.
Yep.
So that's you just like it. Good.
No, yeah,
Fine,
it's like
great.
everything that SimCity said it was going to do, only 10 times better. Because like I started off and I was
So
like,
it works.
yeah,
Okay.
well, yeah, it works. B, like I started off in an area and I was like, okay, this is a pretty decent sized area, and then it's like, oh, hey, an adjacent square is open for purchase, and I zoomed out and I bought that square and it like doubled the size, and then later on it was like, hey, you can purchase more squares, so I purchased 2 more of those, and so like the initial starting size is bigger than the entire map in SimCity was,
Oh shit.
and then it's like you get, I think the total you can get is like 12 of those, so it can get pretty fucking big, and they don't fudge the sim, so like. On SimCity, as you got more Sims in your city, you would actually only have, like, say, 500 actual people walking around your city.
Yeah.
But it said you had a population of, like, 20,000.
Yeah.
This one, it's like you actually have 20,000 people walking around your city.
Oh.
So if you zoom out and you have a big city, it's going to be fucking hell on your computer if you don't have a nice one.
So, not having played this game or really any city builder type game before, like with this one, like what's the end goal with this? Like once you get your city built and you have it like running itself, then what? Is that it? You're just constantly building into the city?
Yeah, it's just like a sandbox type
Does
thing.
it have like the natural disaster type element to it where like something can happen or?
Not really. You're mainly combating like one thing that happened in my city was I still don't understand why.
No.
But I had built a dam to make power for my city, and that's where over half of my power was coming from, and then it just got shut down. And so my city lost power like across the board, which also shut down my water pumps, so nobody had power or water. And I was like, oh shit. So then my industry started shutting down, and then people started dying because they couldn't get water. And so people were like, had a mass exodus out of the city. And I finally got power back up and running because I deleted a bunch of houses and like restructured my infrastructure and took out a bunch of loans and stuff. And I was at about 25,000 people. And when that happened, and it went down to, I think it was 500.
Brave souls that didn't have enough money to leave.
Was fantastic because I had
You built Detroit, is what I understand.
pretty much. I was thinking that as it would happen, I was like, oh my god, this is what happened to Detroit. But yeah, I got down.
Except instead of a dam, it was.
I had this huge fucking city built out, and then there was like 50 houses in it. And there was like 2 factories, and that was it. And so it was like this ghost town with roads running everywhere.
Yeah.
And I had a ton of power output by this point, but then nobody was in it, and I had to play this balancing game where I would like jack taxes up so I could actually afford to power everything and afford to like maintain the roads, and then I had to jack them way back down so people wouldn't leave because they were displeased with the taxes. And then as soon as they were finding it, I'd jack them all the way back up so I could pay off my debts.
Fuck, man.
I worked on it. It took about 4 hours, but I finally got back up to 25,000 people again.
I mean, I guess that's pretty impressive for 4 hours.
It was
But
fun.
with you hiking taxes back and forth, you had 500 mentally disabled people that were just hanging on,
It's okay, I'm sure they burned to
working
death
in
eventually.
factories where they built foam packing peanuts. Or
Well, see, part of the problem was I had to cut the fire department budget to
what the
afford
fuck,
stuff.
man?
So they were just burning down. So I'm pretty sure they died.
Jesus.
I had to cut all the budgets back, and then I would hike them back up to satisfy people, and then put them back down. It was a very interesting balancing game. But it worked, though.
Yeah. So is that pretty much all you've been playing lately?
I mean, I've been playing a little bit of other stuff here and there, but yeah, mostly cities.
Yeah. I'm still, last time you were over and we played Bloodborne and Bloodstar Beast, that's the last time I played anything.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah. Probably going to play some more this week. I don't think I'm going to try to get as much overtime this week and just try to beat that game next week, hopefully. We'll see.
Adam is patting his legs, by the way.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I make too much noise.
You can make noise. I'm just going to explain what it is so people aren't like, is there a giant bird flapping behind his head?
I'm going to make noises over behind this, so you have to try to figure out what it is.
Ooh, like,
you
it's
saw
a
me
guessing
grab
game.
this, though. But yeah.
He is currently fiddling with a Hardee's hand-scooped something or other.
It was a milkshake.
Milkshake.
And it was quite delicious.
He's shaking the milkshake.
Cool.
I think
So,
you're going to create a singularity. It's like putting bacon bits on bacon.
did I tell you about that giant chunk of bacon I had in my nachos the other day?
What?
I know this is kind of irrelevant.
I have a similar story, so go ahead.
Okay, well, I got my nachos from Mi Rancho up the road, of course. Got it to go. Came in here. I was eating them. What's really weird about this story is that I'm telling you about the giant chunk of bacon in the story, not the fact that I was getting messages left and right about there being a tornado in the area, and I was just like, whoa, okay, whatever.
Sweet
Yeah.
bacon.
But dude, it was like half an inch thick piece of bacon.
Damn.
Yeah.
Was it actually cooked, though?
Yes, it was in my nachos. They didn't just
'Cause, I mean-
throw raw bacon on it.
Because, like, you know when you get really thick bacon and it's not fully cooked?
Is it ham at that point? Like,
I think so. Yeah.
Jesus, though. It was. I saved it till last, just because if someone came home, I wanted to be like, "Look at this! It's amazing."
So, here's my story.
Mm-hmm.
I bought chips from Costco, and they were their corn chips and everything.
Yeah.
And so I'm eating my chips, pull out this giant chunk of, like, fried corn batter stuff. So good. So good.
You hate it.
Well, what?
Like,
Am I gonna
this
pass
is a
that?
defect.
This is a defect. I need it.
All right, so you led me into that story thinking there was going to be bacon. So I was like, "Did you find bacon in the bottom of your chip bag?"
Great.
Yeah.
Hey, if they did that, I'd sell so many more chips.
Cool. So let's see what we got for today. Here's a couple things.
We're going to talk about games?
No, not at all.
Good. I was worried there for a second.
I'm going to lead into games, and then we are going to talk about
Hard left.
Yeah, we'll talk about the hard left, man. This is not a politics show.
All the Democrat boners.
Democrat boners.
My country boner, it won't go down.
So, we got a couple of announcements that you wanted to share. The Total War Warhammer. Total War Warhammer.
Total Warhammer.
Total War Warhammer. Total War Warhammer. Total War Warhammer.
You sound like you have a speech impediment.
I know. Total War Warhammer.
Yeah, there's a teaser trailer now.
There's a teaser trailer for it. I'm sure you. How many of the Total War games have you played before?
Many.
Actually, I knew they were making this. I don't know why. I was like,
Yeah,
I remember reading about this.
They announced it a while ago, but now they have an actual teaser for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I played Rome Total War, Shogun Total War, Shogun 2 Total War, Medieval Total War, Empire Total War, Rome 2 Total War. I like the Total War series.
Okay. Do you like Warhammer?
I have not played many.
Okay.
I played a demo for one, and that was it. And I played a little bit of the MMO.
See? So yeah, I mean, I'm guessing it's going to be your run-of-the-mill, well, not run-of-the-mill, but the same elements as previous Total Wars, just within that universe.
True.
Like with them using...
What I think is interesting about it is Total War, in the past, has always been really good about historical accuracy. So, like, as you go through the years, they'll pop up with little notifications of, like, hey, this is when the model for the solar system was invented by...
Yeah.
But they'll do it as, like, a news alert, like, oh, Galileo has made such and such a discovery. And
Yeah.
all this stuff. So I'm interested to see how much, like, lore they can pack into Total War Warhammer.
Can we get a Total War Star here?
But it also looked like they had a lot of really different units. So, like, in most Total Wars, they're all, like, just guys. And in this one, it's, like, showed a guy summoning a giant demon thing, and there was flying people, and there was that guy that was, like, calling down a storm and, like, having it shoot down and rain meteors on people, so...
Yeah. Well, I mean, that makes sense since Warhammer kind of revolved around, like, different types of units and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
So.
I'll just be excited to see it in a Total War setting because I really like the mechanics that they have.
Yeah. And so, like I said, the next game, too, is another one that when I was watching both of these, I was like, these kind of remind me of Diablo for whatever reason. Mm-hmm. So this is Sword Coast Legends. It's a Dungeons & Dragons game. Do you know anything about this one? Because I just learned about this today,
it's actually like in the teaser trailer it pointed out that I think it's the director from Dragon Age Origins is working on it.
Yeah.
So it's got some good pedigree on the developer side, but it's got kind of what seems to be the new, I don't know what you want to call it, the new style of game where you have people playing it and then you have like a dungeon master. Which makes sense in a D&D setting, because that's where it all kind of stems from. But it looks like you can actually like set up where all the enemies are and kind of design maps for your friends to play through. And then you can also direct the enemies as the combat goes on. So you can kind of set up a challenge. Kind of like with Fable Legends. But this looks better than Fable Legends.
Yeah, but better.
I'll tell you what, Peter
but
Molyneux,
not a waste of the
Peter Molyneux not involved in this. So we have no.
He wasn't involved in Fable Legends.
He made the whole Fable series, though.
No, yeah, that's true.
Imagine a world where you can reach out and touch your friends.
Don't even get me fucking started
with a cannonball.
Imagine pressing B to hold someone's hand.
Imagine planting a tree,
feeling
and coming
your
back
thumb
and it's an actual tree
upon the plastic. I'm so high right now.
I just want him to pitch random things, like yogurt. He needed to be hired by some PR department.
Haven't pitched frozen yogurt. Imagine ice cream without all the calories.
Remember yogurt. And think of having yogurt in a cold fashion. Pouring over your tongue.
Yeah. So, after getting the news that Bethesda's having an E3 press conference, Square Enix is also having a press... Put the fucking pen down, Jesus Christ. Is also having a press conference this year.
Adam was E3 clicking his pen.
Press conference. Do you think this is getting too much? I was stoked for Bethesda, but that's just because I want a new Fallout game. Now, I don't want to, like, demean any games that Square Enix has coming out. But I feel like we're going to have a lot of conferences going on here. And a lot of, like, I don't know, it may be fine, depending on... I haven't lined them all up with what days they're actually scheduled on and stuff like that. So maybe it'll be fine, but...
I kind of like the conferences just because it's an easy way to kind of digest all of the breaking news at the beginning of the conference, and then you see all of it on the floor, so you kind of see what they've been talking about when people actually go and play it.
Yeah, that's true, but I mean, a lot of times they do that. They just they put their games in other conferences, so it seems like they would make money off of. I mean, I guess that's how it works. They would make money off, from Sony being like, all right, we want your game at our conference to, boost up the hype for PlayStation.
Yeah, I mean, for a company like Square Enix, I don't think they would get paid by Sony because most of their stuff is Sony exclusive anyway. Yeah. I mean, some of it now is
okay, well, maybe not Square Enix in particular, but I mean, like,
but yeah, I know what you mean. Like, they get the little kickback. Yeah, I think they just want that extra spotlight on their stuff. Yeah. But yeah, it's. After, 7 conferences, that's like, okay, guys, can you clear the air of it? Give us some time.
What do you think? All right, so hold on. I had the list here of some games that they're working on that we're probably going to see. Final Fantasy 15.
Mm-hmm. Don't care.
Yeah.
Except for the Coleman stuff. I want to see all their Coleman wear.
Oh, yeah.
Their camping burners, the tents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude Sex, Mankind Divided. That's even funnier when I call it Dude Sex.
It's especially great because nobody knows why you're calling it Dude Sex.
I explained the story on one of those.
Nope.
Nobody knows. Did. Nobody knows. Anyway, Deus Ex Mankind Divided, which people seemed actually pretty
I'm excited for that one.
Kingdom Hearts 3, maybe? See a little bit on
that. And behold, my field of fucks was barren.
People love that game.
People do.
Heartless.
I don't.
Okay.
I've not been to the Kingdom of Hearts, so I don't have all of the
So you don't like Kingdom Hearts, you don't like Fallout. What was it the other?
BioShock.
Last week. Yeah, it was BioShock. Fuck, what was it? Last week we were talking about something and you were like, I don't. Oh, it's just Star Wars Battlefront.
Oh, yeah.
I don't care.
Nope, not at all. They even announced there's no space battles, so I'm like, yeah, the only thing that kind of interested me was like, me.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, if only there were 20 games in development that had space battles at the current moment.
I'm interested in those.
Yeah, I know, I am too.
Guess what? I'm not interested in fucking Battlefront.
What about upper atmosphere battles like Just Cause 3 will have? You can have a car and a tank and grappling hooks and a helicopter all miles above.
Now, I don't remember, is Avalanche actually working on Just Cause 3, or did that get handed off to somebody?
No, I think they're hand-in-hand doing that with the Mad Max game.
Okay, cool. Yeah, as long as Avalanche is still doing it, then I'm good with it.
Yeah.
I love Just Cause.
Yeah. I mean, they're...
grappling hook from your car to a plane, and then taking your Lamborghini up in the sky.
Exactly.
And
they're just dumb fun. The story is always kind of... and the world isn't really fleshed out. It's not even really detailed, obviously a GTA, which is stupidly detailed.
Yeah.
Or, any other open world game for that matter. But the map is always huge, so it's fun to be in a game like that when they're like, oh, here's a jet because our map's so big, it actually makes sense for you to fly a jet instead of a lot of games where they're like, we'll give you a jet, but it's only going to go really slow. Because... Or
Battlefield where the jet's really fast, but the map's still tiny. So it's like...
Flying circles.
Turn.
Circle.
You went 10 feet off the map. Dead.
What do you think we could see in terms of something we haven't heard anything about? You have a press conference. You got to have a reveal.
Probably.
You think?
Yeah. I'd say a new Hitman. What I'd really like is if Hitman returned to the old Hitman, Hitman contracts style, like Hitman 2, all that stuff. Because those were a lot more freeform. Whereas the newer Absolution was a bit more, linear. Because the old ones, you could kill a guy in, 15, 20 different ways. You could poison his wine, you could dress up as his butler and shoot him, or you could strangle him. And There was that one on Blood Money where the guy was in he was like a Russian playboy, and he was sitting in this hot tub with all these women around him. But the hot tub hung out over a cliff, and it was a glass bottom hot tub, and you could find this path to go down the cliff and then shoot out the hot tub, and he would just fall to his death out the bottom of the hot tub.
That's pretty awesome.
It was pretty awesome.
It's pretty awesome. A glass tub hot tub is pretty awesome.
It's pretty badass.
And then whatever you said after that is probably cool too, I'm sure.
You could kill a guy to play, and you could either replace, because he got shot in the play, and you could replace the gun that they were using with a real gun, or you could weasel your way up into the balcony, and then when the fake gunshot went off, you could shoot him, or you could do it a ton of different ways. You could dress up as the other actor and shoot him yourself. Pretty awesome.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So pretty much what Assassin's Creed has been trying to do.
Yeah, only correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah, that'd be cool. That franchise always sells really well. That was what? Arkham Asylum. I was trying to look at older games that they had, because that seems to be a trend of reviving these older titles. Mm-hmm.
Sadly, they clearly don't have that many games.
Yeah,
just a couple hundred.
And taking on these. Well, in terms of what I was talking about with the trend, yeah,
that's what they should do.
Yeah.
Just do another Chrono Trigger.
I think I heard someone talking about that too. Actually, believe it or not. But I mean, what I'm saying, a lot of games will new Kane Lynch will do that. People get fired from websites.
Those are so fantastic.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Wait and see. They got a new Star Ocean.
Honestly, there's not a whole lot they could announce that I would be super excited about.
Yeah.
I'm just not a huge Square Enix fan anymore.
Got a little.
Well, I'll tell you what. There's a lot of people excited about that Final Fantasy, man.
Yeah. The Walking Dead.
I think if they could probably just have a conference where they just announced release dates for that and Kingdom Hearts, and people would be excited. Because apparently normal people like those games.
Did they?
Oh, they should announce a Good Thief. That's what they should do. Hey guys, we made a good one this time.
Bam. Forgot about that one. Sleeping Dogs. I mean, they had that Triad Wars.
Sleeping Dogs was awesome.
Yeah, I know. And it did really well, if I remember correctly.
Here's my only issue with Sleeping Dogs. I forget that you have to drive on the other side of the road. So I crashed a lot in that game.
So this is the one who plays racing games a lot.
Yeah, if I play racing games where I'm actually on a track. I played Forza Horizon 2.
Yeah.
But I didn't really pay attention to which side I had to drive on.
That's fine. But yeah, Sleeping Dogs was a great game. I'd be really surprised if we don't see a sequel to that.
No, yeah, we definitely will.
Whether or not it's...
That's actually a good call, because I would say that's definitely going to happen at this point.
Because what I've seen of the... I just said the name of that game and I already forgot it. Triad Wars. What I've seen of that, it's a lot of... I think it may even be the same map from Sleeping Dogs.
Hong Kong?
Yeah. No, I mean, not the same area, the same map. I saw an overworld view of the map, and it looked identical to me at a glance. So it could be the same, and I know they used a lot of the same animations. So maybe they've been kind of working on this, but at the same time doing something else. I don't know. Hopefully. It'd be pretty cool.
Reminds me of Robin Hood by Disney, where they just reused a ton of their previous animations from other movies.
Yeah. And number 4 on your list, that's a big one. Steam's got the... Huh?
Nobody cares about that one.
Nobody cares about that?
No.
Right, we should probably move on.
Yeah, internet.
Nobody even uses that service, I don't think. How do you say that? Stam? Stam.
Yeah.
Stam has paid mods now.
By Valve. Stam by Valve.
Yeah. Sounds like a Romanian car company. The new Stam.
Breaks down all the time.
Yeah. Oh, it only needs one horse.
Capitalist pig. You want 2 horses for yourself? To the gulags with you.
Yeah, so Steam's got pay mods going right now.
You can pay for what was free. Yay!
Yeah, the internet has been
super receptive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
obviously. But yeah, there's reports of all kinds of stuff. Quality control things. People have been posting about like, oh, this is a paid mod, and then breaking down how the mod is broken all throughout the way and stuff like that. So it's I don't know. I feel like they should have done a like smaller test kind of thing with this, or I don't know. There needs to be something better in place, I guess, right now because.
Well, see, that's the interesting thing is I was thinking, wow, this is really weird. But then a lot of people were pointing out that Dota and Counter-Strike have almost the exact same thing with all their hats and paid mod content.
Now, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm super excited that people that are doing this can get a little bit of income. I mean, the goal that everyone wants from these modders, especially the ones that are fucking amazing, is for them to get hired on to companies and stuff like that. You got that one dude that was just, I can't remember his name, but he was doing mods for Skyrim, and Bungie just hired him recently. So stuff like that is the end goal. But if they can get a little bit of money throughout the way, a lot of people are suggesting, just to like donate.
Yeah, exactly.
Or something like that.
Yeah, that's the big thing is like modders haven't been able to charge for mods in the past because it's derivative work. So it's based on somebody else's property. Yeah. So they haven't been able to get any donations. But I think that a donation option, like a Patreon subscription, like, oh, hey, if you...
And I'm sure most of the modders have that, right?
Well, like they haven't been able to in the past.
No, but I'm saying, I'm sure, like on their mod page, it's fine with them being like, here's a link to my Patreon kind of thing.
Possibly, but the other thing is about the way Steam's doing it is that Bethesda gets... Well, Steam gets 30% and Bethesda gets 45%. So the mod makers only get 25%, and Bethesda has all of the rights to everything. So if somebody makes a mod and then says, hey, can you support me on Patreon, they get a bigger cut that way, but Bethesda doesn't get anything, and Bethesda has every right to say, you can't do that. So it's kind of a shitty situation.
You can't do that with what? In terms of them releasing the mod?
Like they couldn't ask to be on Patreon. Basically, like if they're asking, like,
yeah, but I mean, you can't prove that they're getting that Patreon support off that thing. They're just saying, here's
I'm
my
sure
Patreon.
Bethesda's lawyers could find a way.
I'm just saying though, but I'm just linking you to a page where you can give me money for whatever reason.
True. Yeah.
I could also have a Tumblr page where it's like, here's pictures of me in silly hats. Support me on Patreon, and link you to the exact same one. Like,
I feel like somebody has tried that before and they've gotten shot down. Mm-hmm. Maybe not. I may be wrong on that.
Yeah,
but I don't
know.
I don't. Tried.
Yeah, I don't have enough insight into this. I mean, obviously you do more because you use Steam more than I do.
I Steam.
You Steam more than me.
Makes it sound like I fume all the time. I'm just sitting there like angry as hell. I just pours water on my head. Psst.
Yeah, we're reading the on Reddit. The
Gabe Newell.
Please words for me right now.
Gabe Newell went on Reddit and did Ask Me Anything, AMA.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to call it.
AMA.
Mm-hmm. I like AMA. It sounds like a name. It sounds more personable.
AMA 4.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, he did one of those. And weird thing, Gaben got downvoted on Reddit. Holy shit. Never thought that had happened. It's like Jesus getting yelled at in a church.
Yeah, but from most of the responses he gave, like, he seemed to be pretty, like, on top of things. But like, all right, what don't you guys like? All right, I'm on it type thing. With a lot of, at least the first few ones.
Yeah.
That I was reading through. I skimmed through the thing because it's pretty lengthy. If you guys find that and you're interested in that, please go read that. But
I really like the exchange between him and the Nexus Mods guy.
Yeah. So
or girl.
Yeah.
Is it Robin? I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought that was cool that Nexus Mods actually reached out to him and he responded and everything. Because Nexus Mods is the biggest non-Steam source for Skyrim mods. And currently it's only Skyrim mods that you can pay for.
Yeah.
No other games are doing it. There's planned rollouts for other games in the future, but honestly Skyrim is where all the mods are anyway. Just because that's like why people play that game.
Yeah.
Now, the other thing I have a problem with is there's no quality control, first of all.
Yeah.
So, as somebody pointed out, there's a $100 mod on there for horse genitalia. And
Worth it.
yes, I mean, clearly I would pay for that. But if that horse genitalia doesn't work with my Better Horses mod, I'm shit out of luck. Like, there's only a 24-hour refund, and as far as I know, that only goes back into your Steam wallet, not your actual bank account. So you don't actually ever get that money back.
So you got dicked pretty much.
Yeah, you got a big old horse dick. And not only that, it's a big old broken horse dick.
Yeah.
So there's no quality control there. So if it breaks, it breaks. The other thing is most people that are really heavy into Skyrim and keep playing Skyrim because of mods have 40 to 100 mods. Mm-hmm. So even if every one of those mods was $1, you're paying more in mods than you did for the base game, which feels kind of ridiculous. Mm-hmm. And you never know if any of those mods are going to break other mods that you've also already paid for. And some mods require other mods to work. Mm-hmm. And if any mods in that chain are behind a paywall, now you have to pay just to get all of your other free mods to work.
Yeah.
And it's happening retroactively. So you could have had mods already installed for free that you've been using and you consider essential to your gameplay.
Yep.
And now they could start charging all of a sudden. And if you want to keep playing with those mods, and any mods that are dependent on it, now you have to pay for it.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, we have the fact that Steam takes 30% and Bethesda takes 45%. So it's like Bethesda and Steam are making out like bandits. Modders get a paltry sum, and everybody else has to pay out the ass to get stuff that they've always gotten for free.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah. Well, nobody's going to. But to put it in perspective of like consoles, we didn't like it when they started charging like, oh, here's $5 for DLC or whatever, and now it's normal.
I still don't buy DLC.
Yeah. Oh, I don't either.
Yeah.
Not really.
And I said, as soon as the Horse Armor came out, I was super pissed off because I thought that was a ripoff, and I was like, I can see, and everybody was like, oh, well, the market will self-correct.
Yeah.
Evolve launched. Evolve happened. Mortal Kombat launched with $2 fatalities. Really? Yeah, it didn't affect anything. And everybody's saying, oh, well, if you don't like it, then just vote with your wallet. Yeah, but you're going to get those people that have massive wallets and tiny brains that are going to buy the shit out of it and support it no matter what. So if you don't have that massive wallet, you just don't get that content.
Yeah. It's always the thing where they're like, well, we made enough money off of this. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, well, we could have made... Or it's like we still made more money even though the community is a little bit upset with us. We still made more money. I mean, they're a business, let's be real.
Yeah, exactly.
But I mean, and again, I always go back to Assassin's Creed somehow. But Unity, that was one of my first, like, what the fuck when I was playing that game. Like, the first couple of hours, it's like every 5 seconds it's barraging you.
Oh, you want this chest?
Yeah.
Well, download our app. And
you have to do the app. You have to blah, blah, blah. Like, there's, like...
You can download this DLC.
There's the companion app, and then there's initiates, and then it's, like, hit me up to play co-op all the time, and then it was, like, you can unlock this armor by doing co-op, or you can just pay us money for it, and blah, blah, blah. And so that was one of those things where I was like, fuck, is there any way I can just, like, turn all of this off? Because it was like I said, every couple of minutes, just boom, boom, boom.
And like I said in the past, besides the annoyance factor, that shit actually breaks game design.
No, it really does, especially in that case, because you're supposed to feel immersed in that world. Like, they were like, hey, look at all our beautiful graphics. I can't because you do a fucking pop-up bubble in front of it like every... It's like watching a YouTube video of, like... I don't know why you'd be watching a YouTube video of HD wallpapers, but say you're that guy, and you're watching a YouTube video of fucking HD wallpapers, and every 3 seconds a pop-up's popping up in front of it, you know? So,
do you want to download these wallpapers?
Do you want to download these? Yeah.
But no, I mean, like, even besides that, just like the actual gameplay itself, there's like that golden ratio of, it's like a golden feedback loop of, like, you do a thing, you get a reward for it. You feel good, you keep doing thing, you get more rewards. Yeah. But the fact that they make you pay for it fundamentally has to break that, because they have to make it so that it's unfun enough that you'll want to pay for it, to skip it, which makes the base game boring. And then when you skip it, you skip past all of the risk, reward, trial and error type of stuff, and you just skip to the end.
Yeah.
So no matter what, either way you go, you're technically getting a broken experience, because they had to break it to monetize it, which is why I fucking hate the free-to-play model. I feel like games like League of Legends have it best because they do still allow for that model to kind of, and I feel like their unpaid subscription or whatever you want to call it is close enough to that golden ratio that it kind of works. But some companies are getting really bad about making it just impossible to do anything.
Leagues isn't really like that. Leagues is just like,
well, I mean, you can
pay money for cosmetic things.
Well, can't you also like unlock heroes and stuff with in-game currency or buy them?
Yeah, you can, but you can just play the game and unlock them too.
Well, that's what I mean. In-game currency.
There's in-game currency and then just buying them.
And
like I've never bought a champion in Elite.
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying is their in-game currency. Yeah. That version of it is close enough to being a good amount of reward for what you play.
And that's what I was going to get to. Is the other flip side of that coin is that a lot of people will say, "Well, I'm, X old. I have this, and this. I don't have time to like grind through games like that." So, I mean, I'd rather just do that. Oh, this is what I want. I don't have 20 or 30 hours. I just have like this one weekend or this 1 week off or something like that to play this game.
Which is fine, but
let me just do that.
Experience for everybody.
I'm talking about in terms of like the Assassin's Creed thing. That's fine. If you want to do that and you want to go ahead and get that armor, that's great. Just don't barrage me with it the whole time. Don't try to sell it to me the entire time. Let me play the game that I already paid $60 for. Like that's all I want to do. So, yeah, I don't know. I think it's going to take a while till they get, and like you said, everybody was saying the market will correct itself. It kind of has to.
Hopefully.
Like, I don't know if it will. I'm just saying, like, that's what has to happen. It's not, I don't think it's going to be a thing that the business side of the industry is going to figure out, because we're, as consumers, going to have to be like, no, this is unacceptable.
I would hope so, but I mean,
fine.
What scares me is that's what everybody said about the mobile market, and look at how shitty that is. You get every once in a while you'll get a gem, but I mean, fucking everything is free to play and.
Well, but the difference with that is the cost of production. Like the companies making AAA games, they can't afford to spend that amount of money to make these giant blockbuster games for it to fail. Consistently.
Well,
whereas the mobile games will be like, all right, if we get this, if this game happens to be a hit, like they kind of have a risk.
That's
reward
true,
type
but
thing.
We're talking about monetized mods, and mods don't necessarily have to have that.
That's a good point. It's a good point. But I mean, they do take. Well, the difference with that is this is a outside party saying, or this is the middleman saying, all right, we're charging for this between the person create. It's not like the modder is saying, all right.
Well, they are though. They're setting the prices.
Well, they can set the prices, but
they can make it free if they want to.
Exactly. So
I think everybody would be more comfortable if it was like with Twitch partners or whatever, where you had to prove that you were a good modder and you were a solid member of the community. Because right now there's people stealing mods that other people have made on Nexus and posting them for profit. There's people stealing properties from other people. There's people posting up swords for $5, $10, which is completely outrageous. So if you make quality content and you consistently do it, and Bethesda says, hey, you can be a partner, or you can apply to be a partner, and then you can charge for your stuff, so you've proven that you're a quality creator at that point.
Yeah.
I would be much more comfortable supporting those people. Right now,
absolutely.
I have no guarantee they're even going to support a mod. Like, if it was a more current game, Bethesda could release a patch, break the mod, and then you're out money because it's been more than 24 hours.
Yeah.
Which is bullshit. If Bethesda makes the DLC, it's going to be compatible. I know that any update Bethesda releases, that Dragonborn DLC will still work.
Yeah.
Whereas fucking Jack's sword, I don't know if that's going to be around forever. Maybe Bethesda breaks the lightning animation for it, and now the whole thing just crashes. And now I'm out $5 because I paid $5 for a sword because I'm retarded.
Yeah.
Which I guess I deserve to lose $5 in that case.
I mean, the best example still is the $100 for the horse genitalia thing. I think they're hoping that.
What if I don't have my horse dong flapping around, all majestic and hairy like? Because I just imagine having a flowing mane of its own.
Yeah.
What if my mane
as well physics, a horse in Skyrim should?
My horse dick mane physics don't work and they break. And then my horse dong is just sitting there lifeless.
But what I'm saying is, like, people that are doing that, that's gonna. I think they're counting on those people shooting themselves in the foot. Because, like, who's gonna pay $100 for that?
2 people.
You could have
There's gonna be 2 people.
just for like the irony of it. They're gonna pay $100 to be like, look. So like, and they'll probably make their money back because they can post YouTube videos of it or something like that, you know. And
look at my horse. My horse is amazing.
but I think that's what they're counting on, is because that stuff's just gonna get pushed right to the bottom.
Yeah,
I would imagine. Whereas
hope,
if
yeah.
they would charge like $2 for it, someone would be like, "Ha, horse sticks, okay," you know.
I think for something like that, I think 25 cents, like anything under $1 would be fine for those little things.
Yeah.
Because then you'll get the volume. You will make money. Like, you made something cheesy. Somebody's out a quarter to $1. Nobody's really mad about that. But it's the fact that a lot of these, and that's the other thing, is most people who are not experienced in business models are going to overvalue their stuff. So they're gonna overprice it. Like, Bethesda knows how much people are gonna pay for whatever.
Yeah.
Random Joe who just does Maya modeling is not going to know how much his shit is worth, and he's going to overprice it.
Yeah.
And that turns what was free and what was fun and a community experience into something that's random people are going to try and nickel and dime each other out of.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, Bethesda and Valve make a fuck ton of money because that's what they do.
That's what they do. All right.
Anyway.
Speaking of segues that I don't have, so the
Were we?
Yeah. Yes, we were. So Silent Hills is apparently not having,
And it breaks Guillermo del Toro's greasy
heart. So this
That's the
is
best line.
yeah. This is of course the game following the PT playable teaser. That we saw from last year's E3 that everyone was like, this is awesome, this is great. Had Norman Reedus in it. It was Del Toro and Kojima working on it. And I don't know, I guess because of the whole thing with him.
Kojima had a shit fest happen to him. And
Yeah.
now we don't get Silent Hills.
I guess not. So
I never got to play PT.
you should.
I definitely.
I mean, it's going through the same hallway over and over, but you get a good sense of what they could be doing with more than that in the game, and it's genuinely like eerie and creepy.
cool.
Like
I love
it's
horror stuff. So.
yeah, it's not so much just the like whatever the jump scares or whatever. Mm-hmm. The like surprise, like, oh, this thing jumped out of a wall or through a window at you or something like that. Mm-hmm. As it is just kind of like ambiance and like little things happening and stuff where you're
Which
like,
is the best kind of
fucking
horror.
freaky. Yeah. Like it builds you up to be like, instead of like where you're like, oh, let me just run through this level, and by the time it triggers whatever thing, it's like behind you, and you're like, I don't care. Running through. So yeah. I don't know. Hopefully something will come out of it. I mean, later, maybe.
Hopefully, it at least influences other horror developers and being like, "Hey, this is how you should try and do horror."
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for Until Dawn. Oh, I want to play that game.
You keep waiting. Yeah.
You know what Until Dawn is, right?
Mm-mm.
You don't know what? Oh god. Okay.
No.
So it's like this horror game. You've obviously played Heavenly Rain or Heavy Rain, right?
Yes, I'm familiar with Heavy Rain.
Okay. So this is like horror game version of Heavy Rain.
Okay.
Where the game, like, at the beginning it does this questionnaire of, like, what do you think horror is, and it kind of, like, decides whether you're more of, like, a suspense horror fan, or if you like gore and slasher flicks and all that kind of stuff. And then the game will, like, direct you and put you, it's all about teens in this cabin. Oddly enough, it has Hayden Panettiere.
Oh,
in it.
yeah.
And then
I know, yes.
And yeah,
okay.
it'll, like, tell you, okay,
I know exactly what, they first showed it off, and it looked like a cheesy type. Like, oh, this is going to be fun because it's kind of like corny and campy or whatever, if I remember right. And then now they're showing off as like a...
It's like legit horror.
Yeah, it kind of went dark for a little while, and then
I think
now
that's...
it came back as like a legit horror game.
And that may be part of it. Maybe, like, cheesy horror is your shtick, and that's what you get set as. Because, like I said, it directs it based on that interview survey thingy.
So, yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that.
Pretty cool. And of course, in Call of Duty news, we got like a trailer which showed off some stuff. Did you see it?
No.
Okay, so it's pretty much the same thing as Deus Ex this year.
Dude sex?
Yeah. So the whole theme of it is Black Ops 3, obviously, and it's going to be doing a lot of the stuff with cybernetics or whatever. So a lot of the soldiers don't have arms, like they have like artificial arms and everything. It's all about people accepting cybernetics, and then it's very similar to the premise of Mankind Divided, the Deus Ex game. Mm-hmm. In fact, Deus Ex, they sent out some like tweets and stuff like that doing it. Like there was one of like a cat or something, and like they tweeted directly at Call of Duty or whatever. It was, I'll have to pull them up to let you see them, but it was like a cat with like the Deus Ex orange glimmer, and I guess they were like accusing them of using it and all this other stuff. But
that's kind of awesome.
Yeah, it's very similar. The one trailer they showed, it has the wall running, just like Titanfall had. So it looks like they're throwing in a mix of all kinds of stuff in here. It showed someone with a regular arm, it turning into like transforming and being like a gun, pretty much.
Does this mean we get Android Kevin Spacey?
Probably not. Probably not yet.
God damn it.
Yeah. But yeah, it's another futuristic type thing. You see them doing like the wall like
hopping
jetpack stuff, kind of up. So I don't know. It kind of looks similar to the last Call of Duty. Like
imagine that.
But the
Call
good news about this,
like
especially for you though, is that I don't think the next one, like, I think the next one they're gonna have to like go back.
Thank God, because that was when it was really good.
Like, what else are they going to do, though? Because they've had two futuristic ones back to back.
I'm telling you, man, Civil War Call of Duty. Revolutionary War. Fuck yeah. I would play the shit out of that. Are you kidding me?
But no one else would. Like, I agree with you.
Shoot, and then like 30 seconds.
I agree with you. But I think the majority of the people that play Call of Duty would go into that and not... Like, you would have to completely sell that as... You know, this isn't the experience you're normally used to with the Call of Duty. Like, this is a, you know...
Dude,
that's what I was saying. If they split it and do, like, a...
How crazy would it be if you had, like, front-loading muskets in multiplayer? So, like, every shot you make, you could be, like, sure you're gonna make it. Because if you miss, you're gonna be like, BAM!
Yeah, but the thing is those guns were so wildly inaccurate.
I know, it would be fantastic.
No, that sounds horrible.
No, I have 360 no-scope from 5 feet away. Holy shit, you made a 5-foot shot? Yeah. Crazy! It'd be so fun.
Here's the other interesting thing about Black Ops 3. It's only on current gen. No 360 or PC.
Yay!
So, I mean, is that it? Is that the big... Is that the green or checkered flag to this that we're kind of sending off last gen?
I think.
If Call of Duty,
I think that'll probably be one of the catalysts of like, hey, you need to get your asses up.
I mean, that's going to sell a lot of consoles.
Yeah,
like so.
I mean, even just the delay with like Mortal Kombat not being on next gen, people are seriously considering like upgrading because they're like, I don't want to wait multiple months just to get my version of Mortal Kombat. I want it now.
Yeah,
and it's like I tell people, it's like, well, I mean, you got to get on current gen. You're on old technology right now. It's been old for over a year now, so I mean, they're gonna start kind of cutting it off. And I keep trying to talk people out of it because people keep wanting to buy them. Yeah. They're like, hey, I want that PS3. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure you want that PS3? Because next year you're not going to have a whole lot of games. Like, it's got a big...
in terms of new games.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's got a big back catalog.
Library there.
Yeah.
Like, if you want a cheap, like, gaming system, you can't... I don't think you can go wrong getting either one of those because the library is so extensive. But if you're going to be trying to play the newest thing coming out, like...
I mean, it's a lot of parents buying them for their kids, too, and their kids are going to see the ads for the new Call of Duty, and their friends are going to be playing the new Call of Duty, and they're going to want to play the new Call of Duty with their friends. Now they can't.
Yeah.
So it's like, I mean, I just hate when people who aren't informed about, like, the way the generations work go, oh, well, this one's cheaper, I'll just get this one. Yeah, it has a lot of games right now. That's cool. If they haven't played it, great, you have a lot of stuff to play, but... if they're going to be watching any TV, they're going to see the new games coming out. If their friends have the new consoles, they're going to be playing it, and your kid is going to be the one left behind. I'm not saying that that's a terrible thing one way or the other, because, I mean, there's been parents that raised their kids and they were like, well, I'm going to make them play games as they were released. So you got to go all the way back to, like, ColecoVision and work your way up. So, I mean, that's one parenting strategy, but I'm just like, hey, just so you know, you're not getting the new stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that we're finally getting off the old gen, because honestly it holds back everybody else trying to wait and like, oh, well, we got to keep supporting them because you can't do all the new shit on the new consoles that you can with when you're like Assassin's Creed Unity is a perfect example. Like we had Black Flag, it looked good, it was fun to play, great Assassin's Creed game. But when you play Black Flag and then you play Unity graphically is outstanding.
Yeah.
And in terms of the scale of the world, the detail in the world, all of that stuff, it's way beyond what you could have done in the last generation. And that's strictly because it wasn't developed at all for the last generation. Like, it was not even on their radar.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see more stuff like that, where they just didn't even take it into consideration.
Yeah. No, I agree. How long do you think it'll be? In terms, like, I think we're still going to be getting plenty of games out for 360 and PS3.
I'm sure we'll get support for it. I mean, like, what do you mean? How long do you think we'll see games released for them, or how long do you think they'll be widely
How much
supported?
longer do you think we're going to be seeing games getting released for it?
I think PS3 at least will probably get games for several more years. I mean, the last PS2 game came out, what, a year, 2 years ago?
Yeah, sure.
I
mean, that's what I was saying.
Yeah, I think PS3 will... Xbox is pretty much dead. Like, Microsoft doesn't give a shit about their previous consoles once the new one's out. We saw that with 360. It's pretty much, as soon as 360 dropped, they were like, fuck Xbox.
Yeah.
And then
but that being said, the original Xbox didn't have, didn't sit in nearly as many houses as the 360 does.
True. But, I mean, Microsoft, pretty much all of their first-party stuff is already on Xbox One exclusive.
Yeah.
Like, that... Again, it was almost day one. They were like, yeah, all of it's Xbox One now. And I mean, Sony first party has been the same way. They've said all of their first party studios, every single one of them is working on a PS4 game. Mm-hmm. Not Vita, not PS3, PS4 only.
Yeah.
So they are being a bit more aggressive about forcing that update. But especially in terms of sports titles, those are going to be on last gen for a long time.
Yeah.
Especially FIFA, because Brazil.
Yeah.
Because
I think
Brazil.
I think it may be hard to see right now just because we're still really early into these consoles' life cycles. So I think both Sony and Microsoft are going to be, they're pushing both those consoles really hard. I think once we get a little bit into like the midway through, or when it starts kind of winding down, cresting, whatever, then I think we'll see some more games being
climaxing.
Well, not first-party games, but maybe other games coming to both again. You know what I'm saying? Because they're trying to push those systems real. So they have all their in-house studios, like you said, developing for PS4, so that they don't want people going like, oh, there's no games for it. They don't want people to be selling them back so other people can buy them used and all that type of thing. I don't know. Like you said with the PS2, it just... Not that long ago, they stopped making games for it.
FIFA 13, I think, was the last one.
Yeah, and that's ridiculous. But
PS2 was also kind of crazy because they had like over 100 million copies out there, or consoles out there, which is insane. But yeah, I'd say it's potential that the 360 and PS3 are going to be around for a long time.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember when the Xbox One launched. There was some kind of statement, and I can't remember who it was. I don't think it was Mashert.
Are you talking about with the submarines?
No.
Oh, okay.
They said something about we plan to support the 360 for the next... It was like 5 or 7 years, I think they said. Which is weird considering they were launching a new console. I mean, they wouldn't want to say that.
Technically, Destiny is going to be supported... according to Bungie for 7 years, and that's on 360 and PS3.
Yeah.
So I suppose there will be updates.
In what form?
I mean, I imagine all the updates are going to be compatible, because the engine's compatible, so they aren't going to release any crazy updates that are going to make it now it has 300% more particle physics.
No. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. But it's like I said, Call of Duty not being on it is huge.
Yeah, definitely.
That's a huge, oh, your kid can't get Call of Duty this year. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna sell. That's gonna sell a lot of consoles.
It's definitely putting the pressure on.
Yeah. Then that's gonna be great for Xbox because they always at E3 and everything they normally partner up with Call of Duty and do all that, so it's gonna be huge for them as well. But yeah, I don't know. We'll just have to do the waiting and the seeing type thing.
Yeah, all that waiting stuff.
Yeah. Oh, there's a 4-player co-op campaign for Call of Duty. Huh. What are you looking at?
Is it going to be couch co-op? That's the big question. I
So.
love me some couch co-op.
I do too. Game developers do not, though.
No, they don't, because then you only have to buy one copy.
Sure.
What?
All right.
Were you just climaxing?
Yes. Alright guys, that's our episode for this week. As always, you can hit us up on Twitter at SomeGamingCast, and our email is somegamingpodcast@gmail.com. If you guys have any questions or suggestions or any of that shit that I always talk about on all the other things, I'm fucking exhausted. And I'm not sure if I'm hungry. I'll let you know next time. Alright guys.